Welcome to day 5 of your weight loss challenge. Today is about going through tips and techniques that assist your weight loss journey and keep you on track and to make the journey easy so that you're not struggling. All right, so I'm going to go through each one, and then there's a checkbox at the end of the list that you are going to be using on a weekly basis. So the first one is don't go shopping hungry. Now, if you watch yourself, when you are hungry, you always buy more of the wrong foods than you would if you're not hungry. So it's really important, eat before you go shopping. All right? I mean, eat your lunch or eat your dinner. Don't go shopping and say, I'm going to eat my dinner when I get home, because you will be tempted to buy the wrong foods. And if you watch yourself and take note of how you're feeling when you're shopping, you'll see that you do that, okay? So, and avoid, aisles that only have junk food. Just do not go down them. Yeah, okay? The next one is, exercise regularly. So it's not exercise for one day a week or just do a week of exercise. No, make it regular. And that will be a lifestyle change. All right, so you'll keep monitoring yourself and you'll bring it back to be more regular. I am way more regular since I've incorporated better habits and better techniques of exercising. See, my lifestyle, when I fly and when I go away, I can get really tired, and then it's tough for me to get back. It takes me a while to recover. But when I create more of a program and I create more of a program that's supporting me, I recuperate much faster and I'll exercise much more quickly. Reduce non-vegetarian foods, so reduce all the meats and stuff like that. Drink plenty of water. Now, just make sure that you are going to increase your water intake if it's not at, perhaps 2 liters of water a day. Use smaller plates. Don't pile your plate up. Don't go stash it all on, get a big plate and fill it. Get smaller plates. Reduce alcohol consumption. I don't know about you, but when I drink alcohol, I always eat more. For some reason, it must be the sugar content. It makes me hungry because my stomach doesn't tolerate it very well. So reduce the alcohol consumption and, replace it with a nice soft drink, like a mineral water with some lemon or something and lime in it. Avoid processed foods. Drink lemon water. Now, that's the first thing you should do in the morning. Make sure you clean yourself out. You always start the day constructively and productively. So if you get up and then you go do something that alkalizes your body, such as drink warm water and lemon juice, it already starts your body in feeling in your mind in the right frame of mind and very productive. Eat plant-based diets, which is lots of fruit and veg and stuff like that. Eliminate sugar and starches. Yes, well, that's don't buy cakes and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip. Now, look, it's not like I don't ever eat a cake or anything like that, but guess what? I don't have a stash. So if I'm going to buy something sweet, I'll buy one portion of it. I won't buy a big cake. I'll buy one portion, and I eat it. So that if I have anything left over, guess what? It just sits there and you end up eating it, don't you? Because it's there. You open the fridge, you go, oh, yeah, I'll eat that. So if you're going to have a little treat, just buy one. Don't buy big blocks of chocolate and big cakes and all of this stuff. Just buy the portion that you're going to eat, and then you'll be done. The more you wean yourself off sugar and all that stuff, the less you're going to want to eat it. Yeah. Reduce soda and soft drinks. Now, I've seen a lot of people just guzzle that stuff down. I used to, drink all that. I used to drink it with alcohol, rum and Coke and things like that. I won't touch Coke. I won't touch soft drink. I'll have mineral water or water. So, but my palate has changed, and that's what you're going to be doing. Reduce stress. So when you're stressed, you know that when people stress, their outlet is to eat food or just binge. Okay. So therefore, if you keep yourself calm and non-stressed, you will have more control over what you eat. Walk frequently in nature, nothing more beautiful. And when I do the exercise module, I'm going to take you to my place where I go, so that going and walking in nature is fun. So you want to do it. You've got to make this enjoyable, because if you hate doing it, it'll only last for a certain amount of time. So it's a changing of mindset, and finding some fun in it. Get enough sleep. Yep, we've already proven that if you don't, and I talk about that more down the track, if you are sleep deprived, you're not working optimally, your body is hungry, and you'll eat more and you'll be tired and you won't have enough discipline. Do projects, hobbies or activities you love. Now, I don't know about you, if I'm doing something I love, or if when you're in love, or whatever you're doing that you love, you just don't want to eat. You're not even thinking about it, right? Because your mind is somewhere else. We've got to get you putting your mind and your energy onto something you love to do. So it would be really important if you find a fun project that you are going to invest the energy in, that you spend eating and thinking about food and all of that stuff. You're going to And whether that energy gets put in healing yourself, if that's what you haven't done, you're going to take that energy and get productive and heal yourself, create a project in another place that transforms you, yeah? Or creates. Drink green tea. Oh, I do plenty of that. Yeah. Have a realistic plan. So again, not unrealistic, not the plan where you go, I'm going to fast this week. No, it has to be slow but sure wins the race. Slow but sure. It's just, it's just that 1%, but 1% every day builds up to a way of life, okay? It's like 1%. It's like saving, or it's like healing yourself. You just keep going. Develop good habits. Now get to love good habits. I was a very bad habit person, and, ate badly. I had emotional eating and all of that stuff. So it's taken me a while to undo all my bad habits. And so that most of them are all great. I mean, they're really, most of them all great. Whereas before I started the healing journey, they were all pretty bad. I probably had a good habit of, there was a time when I worked in a gym and I exercised, but, I was still smoking and drinking and partying and crazy and all that kind of stuff. So most of them were bad habits. Log your meals. So this is optional here, but saying count the calories. Well, we're not counting calories on this. We're not going to count calories, because I want you to be more intelligent about the whole thing, and just, have a realistic view that you will weigh yourself at the end of every week. And if you aren't losing weight, then obviously you'll know that you're slipping up. And because if you change the way you are currently functioning, you will lose weight. So the objective is just to be gradually losing weight each week. And you're going to analyze and go through your checklist at the end of the week and go, well, where did I slip up? And hopefully you're awake and aware enough to see that you've been overeating. It's just this consciousness of what are you ingesting. Okay, eat your food slowly. Okay, so those that eat very quickly aren't digesting it. They don't feel as full. And so it's one of the important habits and then you don't feel satisfied. It's gone and you go, oh, now I'm still hungry. So eat food slowly. Use motivational materials. So which is what's in the module. There's some people to motivate you on what they did, and you keep in the right environment of being motivated, and reminding yourself why you're doing this, and reminding yourself that you can do it, because you're going to do it, because we're not going to make it where it's so hard. It's just this gradual change. Eliminate bad fats. So it's totally, I don't have any of the trans fatty acids that are from unsaturated fat. For instance, all the fats from meats, or even meat, all the sunflower oils, fried foods, baked goods. I don't have butter or margarine. So we'll be talking more about the food the food options later, but that's a good way of going. I don't eat. I used to have butter, but then I realized it's coming from the cows, and the cows, it's taken from the mother cow's milk, and that is the milk, and then the baby's removed from her, so I don't want to do that to a cow. And also, I feel healthier, non-dairy. I don't have any dairy, and my mum will say to me, oh, you've got to have your protein and you've got to have your calcium. Well, I've never been more well in my entire life. And we've got to overcome the consciousness of that is exactly what the global consciousness wants to tell you, that you've got to have the iron, and you've got to have the iron in from meat. Well, there's plenty of other iron sources. And also because they've said that, it's become a belief system. So it actually, people will say they don't have as much energy if they don't eat meat. Well, that's because it's the consciousness, it's a belief system that's entered them. So you've got to watch those belief systems. Engage in weight training. Weight training is where you're, moving weight. You can move your own body weight. It's like lifting weights. Push up is using weights. Being a bodybuilder. I mean, that's great to help with osteoporosis. I used to do the pump classes, and I don't do them anymore. I basically run at the moment, and until I feel that, and I could do push-ups. But I do a lot of, upper arm movement when I do healings, when I do workshops. So I get my workout with the upper body a lot when I'm doing forensic healing, which is great because it's also a workout. Eat a high protein diet. Now this will change how you feel. If you get that protein intake, and we're going to be talking about that, that just makes you feel so full and you're not craving all the sweet foods. Education. Gosh, if you know what you're eating and you're looking at the food, and if you know it's got toxins and crap in it, you'll be turned off. And if you know it's good for you and you know what you're doing to yourself, you're helping yourself, you're helping the planet, you have a purpose, you have motivation. It changes everything. Education is power. So that's why you've got to get onto educating yourself. So for exercise 5, I've created a checklist. And that is where you, at the end of the week, you might say do this on a Sunday night, you tick off each one of those tips that I read through to make sure the tick will be that you've not, that you've shop, you've done those things like shopped after you're eating, you've exercised regularly, you've reduced non-vegetarian foods, you've drunk plenty of water. You can write down what that criteria, drink plenty of water. Your criteria for water might be 1 plus 1 is over 1.5 liters, whatever it is. You can write in there and tick it, and you need to get, around 20 ticks a day. But if you keep on checking this every week, it will keep you reminded of the habits that you need to develop, and these things that you need to stick to. Another one here is eliminated your bad fats, eat your food slowly. So you do this every Sunday, tick, tick, you tick it off, and then you go, right, I used to only do 10 of them, now I'm doing 15, now I'm doing 20. So you'll see yourself creating better habits. Now look, the best thing about this is you're creating great health. Now, that's worth buckets of money. That's worth buckets of anything. That's peace of mind, right? Having good health. And then you're losing weight and you're feeling great. This is so wonderful. This is a wonderful journey that you're on. Okay, so I'm going to leave that PDF with you with that checklist for you to read through and fill it out each week. All right? Okay, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Okay.